So hopefully you've taken my advice and gotten one of these Webb WEH-12R reel mowing kits shipped over from the UK by Daniel Jones or anybody else who will do it. And if so, you probably love it. But one thing that's kind of annoying is that if you just barely tap it like this, it will tip right over and stay like that. And unfortunately, once you pick it back up, and the handlebars don't really normally stay quite far enough like that to keep it upright, and they'll just fall back down, and you'll see it'll tip it right over. So a guy on Facebook named Reinaldo Camacho has got a 3-inch roller to put on the front, and you can see the difference here between that one. And he also sends the brackets that'll allow this to attach right onto the Webb. Now this roller is 60% heavier than the stock roller that it comes with. It should also help with striping, and then obviously that should help fix that problem as well when you're not using the mower. But most importantly, it should help with the striping, and then also it supposedly helps with reducing chatter of the mower just kind of bouncing along if your grass is not incredibly level. I don't really have a big problem with that, although my grass isn't that level. It's nothing, I haven't noticed any sort of chatter or anything that's big enough for me to complain with. Either way, I asked him to send me one, and he did. I did pay for it, and I'm gonna go ahead and attach this up. It cost, I think, somewhere right around $75-ish, $80, something like that. And let's go ahead and attach it up. All right, so let's talk about this roller just a little bit. As I said, it's 3 inches. It's got a very, very tight fit right here where the brackets are, so that the roller doesn't really move around on those, to where compared to the stock one, you can see the roller has some play in it and moves around. So this should fix all of that. There's zero play in that roller, or relatively zero in that. And if you look at this bracket, it already comes drilled with 3 pre-measured holes. You've got a 1/2 inch cut here, height of cut, a 3/4 inch height of cut, and then a 1 inch height of cut. And those will fit right in with the stock bolts that come on the Webb. He's also got these, which are the newer design bracket, which are adjustable, and so you can adjust it anywhere between 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Now the good thing about these is that there's no moving of the roller. If you saw my previous video, when I first started cutting with this, I didn't quite have these nuts right here tight enough, and the roller kind of slipped and changed the height of cut on me a little bit to where it was uneven. I've since fixed that by taking these end caps off right here and then just tightening those screws down. Now with these, you shouldn't have to tighten them that much because there's no place for the roller to go. It can't move at all because you've got a predefined height of cut basically with that hole. All right, so first to take the old roller off, just gonna use a 13mm ratchet right here, and we'll go ahead and loosen that. Very easy to take off. All right, pretty simple. Take that roller out. Now you see I'm left with the old bracket, which is the channel type bracket. And then I've got the bolt, the nut, and it's got this backing plate on there. So let's go ahead and put this on there. It fits perfectly in there. Awesome. Okay, and then we can just put the screw on. You don't have to use that backing washer if you don't want to, but it works just fine with it. Okay, so you see I've just got it pushed right through there. I've got the plate in there as well, just to help hold the bracket on. Apparently you don't need it, just because of the square shape on the brackets that he sent, but why not put it back on there if nothing else, just so I don't lose it. I've got that set on the 1 inch height of cut. Same thing on the other side. All right, that's it. In less than 5 minutes, I've got the new roller on there. You see that thing spins like a champ, and you see the bracket, and it's nice and fixed. Shouldn't be having an issue with that at all. So let's go ahead and put it to the test. All right, let's go ahead and check the height of cut. Make sure it's at 1 inch here, and I've got it preset for 1 inch. So let's measure it up and see how it compares. Just gonna set it right on the bed knife. Okay, that looks pretty good. It looks like there's a little gap up front, so I'm just going to lower it just a hair. Okay, that is sitting right flush on the bed knife. If you can see that right there, sitting flush on there. And it is exactly on both rollers. So it's good, you know. So the brackets look like they're made correctly and they're nice and even and level. Let's go ahead and see what height of cut that ultimately gives us. Looks like to the bottom of the nut is just under 1 inch. So very, very close. Looks like 7/8 of an inch. All right, close enough for me though. That works. I've been cutting actually at 3/4 of an inch lately, so this is going to be a little bit of a raise in the height of cut. All right, let's see how well that roller fixed the tipping over problem. You see it's not tipping on its own, even when I push back on the handlebars. Previously with the old roller, that would have absolutely brought the mower over, and it will just self-correct right back. So that's awesome. Now let's go see how it cuts. All right, here's what the yard looks like now. Sprayed a bunch of PGR on it over the past 2 weeks or so. So that's helped it fill in some areas. I also sprayed some Sure PYCIQ, so that's what the little bit of kind of dead patches are in it. But let's go ahead and put the new roller to the test. Okay, so here I am pushing it, just using one hand. It's rolling great. It's not bouncing or chattering at all, and my lawn is definitely not level, and it's doing a great job at just following the contours of the terrain. I like it, no complaints. Great job, Reinaldo, great job. Okay, so my overall impression after just doing 2 stripes with it so far is that it's awesome. It totally makes the mower hug to the terrain better with the extra weight up front, which is awesome. I don't get any chatter, I don't get any bouncing at the front of the mower or anything. Not that it did it terribly bad beforehand, but I definitely get none of that now. It rolls really smooth, there's no play in the roller. It's awesome. It looks like it's striping a little better too, and it's definitely obviously helping with that kind of center of gravity with the mower not tipping backwards when you let go of it. So all in all, way better than the original stock roller it comes with. Definitely worth the money, I would say. Go ahead and hit up Reinaldo Camacho if you have questions. I'll put a link down in the bottom if you want to get one as well. You have to contact Reinaldo via Facebook Messenger for now. He doesn't have an email set up or anything like that to hit him up. He said that's absolutely fine. Just contact him on Facebook Messenger and then send him your details and he'll ship one out to you. Unfortunately, if you live in the UK and you want one, currently the shipping costs make that a little cost prohibitive. So it's currently probably not worth it if you live in the UK. However, still feel free to contact Reinaldo, ask him how much it would be. He said he's trying to get a better, cheaper solution to ship them out to the UK. But if you live in the US, definitely worth the money. Highly recommend getting one. All right, so I just finished up. Everything's looking great. It cuts excellent. I've got no complaints. Really does a nice job. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned about something you can get for your Webb WEH-12R, just an upgrade to the kit, which is great as it comes. But if you want to make it even better, turn it up to 11, contact Reinaldo Camacho. Go ahead and get you one of those 3-inch front rollers. If you learned something, you enjoyed the video, or you like the channel overall, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the video just so I can keep making more and more of these. Thanks.